This is something that I really questioned since the dawn of time. Really, since middle school. I wasn't even confused. I was just intrigued. Like, why do women like hood? Honestly, I call any guy that's hood a hood. You could be white, Hispanic. I say hood because it's just funny. Like, it's just an archetype to me. Like, I'm just talking about the guy that has 5 baby mamas, that cheats every 5 business days, that carries every 5 business days, that doesn't know how to resolve arguments with his words and instead choose to fight people. I'm talking about that type of guy. For some reason, a lot of people I know, maybe it's the people I know, maybe I need to get better friends. Well, it's not even my friends, it's just family members I have, peers that I've hanged around with, women on TikTok, like, people love toxic guys, hood men that's bad. Oh, he cheats on me. He has 5 baby mamas. OMG. I'm trying to be the sixth. Like, that's sickening. Why do people like that? Why do women like that? I think it's emotionally immature. I think it's sickening. I think it's weird. And I wanted to talk about it today. I think there's many reasons why some women fall in love with these types of guys. Based on my observation, the main reason why these types of women get into this relationship is because at some point of their childhood, they had parents that showed them the same type of love. So how does a relationship with a hood looks like? Now, like I said, when I say hood, this is just an umbrella term for like bad boy, toxic boys. A bad boy is usually a man that is emotionally neglectful. A man that you never feel safe or emotionally safe with during the relationship. A relationship where there's intense highs and lows. In this relationship, it's a lot of emotional fluctuations. This can look like one day the guy is showering you with love and praise, but the next day you see him flirting with someone else or he ghosts you. The reason why I believe that a lot of women that like this relationship had this similar type of relationship with their family or people that they trusted during their adolescent and formative years is because the reason why some women are both sexually attracted to these types of men or have previous partners with men that share these common qualities is not because they think this version of love is healthy, but because this version of love is love that they are comfortable in the most. And you might say, how is this possible? How can someone be comfortable with a dishonest and disloyal partner? Well, if you grew up in a household that showed you an unstable version of love, this could look like living in a house where all your material needs are met, but your emotional needs aren't met. For example, a house where your parents only gives you love or shows you they care about you only if you do really well in school. If you get 1C in the class, they'll be really mean to you, which means that when they supply you with love, it's not a stable, secure sense of love. You're only receiving love if you meet a high expectation. So the love you receive in that household isn't secure. Although this relationship is very different from getting with a guy that's like cheating on you or being disloyal, both of these relationships are very similar because it's not providing you with a secure sense of love. This family dynamic and getting into a toxic relationship is very similar because usually women that get in relationships with a bad boy feels like they have to chase the guy to give them love and attention. The love that the guy is giving them isn't secure. So it does mimic a household that's emotionally neglectful and that doesn't give you a secure sense of love. When we seek out relationships, we don't seek out relationships based on how healthy they are. We seek out relationships based on how familiar they are. So if all your life you are shown a unstable version of love, you're in a household that's emotionally neglecting you, then most likely you're going to fall in love with the guy that gives you that similar version of love. Not because you think it's healthy, but because you feel safe in it. It feels like home to you. This is like how the prisoners were in the allegory of the cave. All their life they lived in a cave, and obviously this is such a terrible way to live. And to live in a cave, it's dark, it's isolated from the world. But they never experienced this as a terrible way of life. They never experienced this as a terrible home. They experienced this as home. This was their life and their only life that they were exposed to. So it's like this. A lot of women get into toxic relationships because although the relationship is in fact toxic, If you lived all your life in toxicity, then when you go to another toxic relationship, it's going to feel like home. Actually, to take it a step further, a lot of women that likes toxic relationships, these women, if they were presented with a healthy relationship, they will actually distrust the healthy relationship more than the toxic relationship, because these types of women were never exposed to a healthy version of love. It's a foreign concept to them that love doesn't have emotional and intense highs and lows. It's a foreign concept to them that in a relationship you can feel safe. You know, you don't have to obsessively check on your partner to see if he's cheating or not. That's foreign to them. So if they were presented with a healthy relationship, they actually would probably feel more distrustful, because you know, this is something that they were never exposed to. So how would they ever feel safe in it? Your sexual attraction and the common qualities of all your previous partners not only reflects what you think an average relationship is, but it also reflects the relationship you have with yourself. Another reason why a lot of women tend to like men that like are toxic and just mean to them is because it mimics the relationship they have with themselves. A lot of women like this, like I said, they grew up in emotionally neglectful households that taught them that love isn't conditional, it is transactional. They were taught that for them to get love as a child, they had to fit some type of perfect mold. Oftentimes these women were taught that they were never enough to get love. They always had to do more or be more or say more to get conditional love. And if they don't fit a specific role, then they can't get love. So a lot of women, they have the same mindset and they take it when they're approaching relationships. There's women that have an unstable relationship with themselves. There's times that they really love themselves and are comfortable with themselves. And there's times that they hate themselves and think that they're not deserving of anything. So if you have that relationship with yourself, obviously you will be more vulnerable to get with a partner that shows you that same unstable version of love, that loves you one day but treats you like you're nothing the next day, that never supplies you with a conditional and stable version of love. Women that do this, they don't do this because they think this is an ideal version of love, but they do this because they think that they are only deserving of this type of love. They may not vocalize that they think that they are deserving of this love, but actions speak more than words, okay? Actions show you what your words probably aren't able to verbalize. So if you're always getting in a relationship with a guy that's treating you bad, and you see this as normal, it shows that you in fact do think you are deserving of this type of love. Because if you didn't think you were deserving of this type of love, you wouldn't seek it, you wouldn't desire it, you wouldn't want it, you know. There's something in you that is telling you, this is normal, I am deserving of this type of love, I shouldn't search for better. Another reason why, like I said, a lot of women tend to desire these types of partners is because they don't have a healthy concept of love. Healthy love is comfortable, it's stable. In a healthy relationship, you have to feel safe. If you're in a relationship where you're always on the edge, checking your partner's phone to see if he's cheating, or if one day your partner is saying he loves you but then flirts with someone, if you're always on edge in a relationship, then that is not a healthy relationship to be in. A lot of women are often taught that if a man loves them, that doesn't always mean they're going to show them that type of love. I remember one of my family members was talking about her baby father, right? And was saying, well, he stalks my Instagram, you know, he makes other accounts and he tries to hack me and he cheats on me all the time, you know, he gets other women pregnant. If he didn't like me, then he wouldn't take all his time to stalk me. And if he didn't like me, he wouldn't get other women pregnant. He's doing that because he wants me to be jealous of these type of women. And he's stalking me because he cares about me and he wants to see what I'm doing. Now that's just an absurd way of thinking, because number one, if someone loves you, right, love is not control. I think a lot of women, they end up liking these toxic guys because usually these types of guys are usually very controlling. Not in the way that they want to protect you, but in the way that they want to cause havoc in your life, okay? A lot of women idea of masculinity is a guy that's like obsessive over them, very controlling. Basically a guy that does not know how to emotionally regulate. A guy that's extremely defensive and violent. A lot of women believe that guys that act like that, That's like the pinnacle of masculinity. But that's not true. If a guy is not able to emotionally regulate in every inconvenience or slight disagreement he has with someone, his first instinct is to be violent and aggressive and mean, then he's not masculine, he's just emotionally immature. If you always use violence in a disagreement, it shows that you're not confident enough to talk yourself out of situations. You have to resort to fighting. Like, that's childish behavior. Also, another thing some women don't understand, if a guy loves you, he will show you. He's not going to cheat on you to make you jealous, to show you. He's not going to indirectly show you through those ways. Like, if a guy loves you, he will show you the love. If you, in your relationship, have to salvage reasons why your guy likes you. Oh, well, he didn't text me today. Maybe he's not texting me because he's afraid he's going to get too attached to me because he loves me so much. Like, no, that's just pathetic. If you're in a healthy relationship, you wouldn't have to salvage reasons why your boyfriend likes you. Like, if your boyfriend likes you, if your partner likes you, you will know. Like, he will show you. Don't even go by someone's words. Go solely on their actions. Don't try to make up reasons in your head to justify weird things a person does and try to make it seem like they're doing those things because they like you. Like, no, that's pathetic. The only way to really heal from this is to understand that, yes, healthy relationships exist and that you are deserving to be in a healthy relationship. But another way to actually heal from this is to really understand that masculinity doesn't equate to being violent and being emotionally neglectful. A masculine partner knows how to emotionally regulate and create a safe environment for you to be in where you don't have to question their love for you at all. In a healthy relationship, you're not constantly checking if your partner is cheating. In a healthy relationship, you're comfortable. It's where you and your partner feel safe enough to live their lives outside of one another. In a healthy relationship, you're not constantly checking up on your partner and supervising their every move. Like, no, a healthy relationship is chill. Like, it's chill, it's peaceful. But that's really all I have for this video today. If you enjoy it, like, subscribe. I make similar content on TikTok and Insta, so tune into that. And yeah, I hope this video enlightens you. I love you, angels. See you next video. Bye.